Remember when your kids were little and they would go through those stages and you'd get in conversations with random people in random places and you'd be like, oh no, where they are right now, that's my favorite stage. And then, like 6 months would go by and you go, oh no, this is my favorite stage. And more time would pass and you'd be like, oh no, this is my favorite stage. Until you got to that place where those stages, they weren't really your favorites any longer, right? They started dealing with things where they were stepping out, doing things, trying things. You no longer had that perceived feeling of control. And it was hard, and we would start to internalize things. We would start to make it about us. We would start to start thinking things like that there must be something that you did wrong, or that as a parent somehow you failed, or maybe you're just a bad mom. But I mean, those were the times when they started to step out onto their own path. That was the beginning of them stepping into their own light. And it's too bad that we stopped talking about it, because we probably could have used a little bit of support from our friends then when your kids were, when drugs first started coming into conversations, or alcohol, or they were hanging with a crowd that you didn't really love, or, it was the boyfriend, the girlfriend, or problems at school. Those weren't really our favorite stages, we could admit it. They were on a path that they were experiencing things that wasn't a part of our plan, right? Except those were the early lessons for us, that it wasn't about us, that we didn't need to make all of this about us. But that's a hard lesson. That's a hard thing to wrap your arms around, but it comes with honoring them, and honoring them even when what they're doing doesn't look like what you hoped that they would be doing, what you had envisioned for them going forward. Parenting is not for the weak of heart, not for the faint of heart, right? My kids are in their 20s, and I got to tell you, although the empty nest thing has been so beautiful in so many respects, this phase that we've been working our way through is not my favorite one. It really isn't, but it's okay. And every day I work on honoring where they are, honoring their choices, being the support person, trying to be what I can to support them, but giving up the idea that I'm directing traffic any longer. None of this it's not in my control any longer. And being at peace with that. It's not about me. And if you're a parent and you're at that stage, I know you hear me. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. Just keep, it's a daily reminder. Honor them. Allow them to stand in their own light. And it's your life, my friends. Make it a great one.